When we talk to customers about the pain points they experience in their recruitment process, we tend to hear the same subjects coming up again and again. Companies of all sizes are having to work ever harder to source applicants who have the right skill set and aptitude for the job, and for many, time to hire is longer than they would like, and keeping prospective hires engaged throughout a highly administrative onboarding process, and in some cases lengthy notice periods, takes a lot of effort and attention. But arguably the subject we hear most often is that planning interviews across multiple calendars, particularly when there are multiple time zones involved, is a headache that our customers could do without. I'm going to give you a very brief overview of how Dynamics 365 for Talent can take the pain out of that part of your recruitment process. Now, to show you this, I need to step into a part of a talent product called Attract. Here you can see I'm looking at the profile of an applicant called Patrick Harris, who's applied for my sales manager vacancy. His application has already been shortlisted and we're ready to interview. We want to conduct a panel interview over Skype, using 2 of our team who are based in the UK and a third who's based on the east coast of the US. All 3 are busy people, and finding a slot that works for all 3 calendars is likely to be tricky. We use Office 365 internally, and everyone keeps their calendar pretty well updated these days, but in my old process, I would still have to browse all the calendars trying to find a slot, or email each of the interviewers individually to try and find something that works. That's time-consuming admin, and it doesn't add a massive amount of job satisfaction or value to my day. In Talent, all I have to do is hit Create Schedule, and I'm presented with a set of options. I'll indicate who my interviewers are, put in some options about the interview itself, including adding in a provisional date, and whether it's a panel interview or not. And Attract will go off and look at the Office 365 calendar data for all of my interviewers, take into account different time zones and different work patterns, and suggest a time to me which meets the requirements of all 3 calendars. It will suggest a vacant slot. Now, if I'm happy with that, all I have to do is hit this button to send it to interviewers, enter a little bit of information about the interview to go into the invite, and then hit send. Now, each of my interviewers will now receive a meeting request which they can accept or reject according to whatever the rest of the demands of their day are like. I can then track their responses directly in Talent. If they decline or they delay their response, Talent will prompt me by email so I can go and review my interview team or chase them up. And once everything's finalised, I can then select to send the appointment to my applicant, who will receive an invitation to their registered email address. And that's how Dynamics 365 for Talent takes the pain out of interview scheduling. If you'd like to know more about how Talent can transform your HR function, get in touch. We look forward to hearing from you.